don't know what we are waiting for.
So we still time. On say that's why I'm follow conversation.
I get that. But the testing it there, but see, any time or so.
Because I would no duplicate you. Say duplicate here, even who duplicate here. The oil or the bar, at least even know that's all. We are at least even know that's all.
So all the cameras will show.
All the camera in the one.
The main one I corona.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Kwasi. It's when I post the idea.
Facebook there be comedy here me change the video. The book are kind of it. So we have AI.
AI.
Yeah. And in Zambia. So why am I graduate agent? Phones on silence.
Ask your uncle. I read by 7:45 now. I don't know. Is it by 7:45?
No, it's already 6:30. Hey, you go on now. And why 7:45?
Uncle.
I come here, my copy boy.
We'll come to another. Which may you enjoy on our go, baby. And this is when I will tackle.
For now, it's a trending there.
Coco.
So, I took force in Bayan, I'll see you.
And yeah,
NDC Baba Jama.
I know they can be. And
Swami
interchange.
Swami interchange. Yes, the case has been settled.
How?
It has not been settled. As for us, we want to.
And before I the two. Thank you. Nana say Kofo aka DJ Nasco. I was now for a higher Afro City Extra. This is hot in the evening, your Wednesday edition. And I make Kwasi Mensah, I may tell you as usual. Me Lookman, my Alaska is already stated at CJ Lewis, aka or Tafrija Kwabna Ampra Techi is seated. Richard City Chidi is seated. And then I have one communicator from the camp of the NDC here in Ashanti region, a very respectable gentleman, a friend of mine from a long time, Mr. Prince Kobe Houston Nyako, is also in the house. He used to be called Virgin, but today, as you can see, the focus is on him. You know, he's no longer a virgin. He's enlarging because Mr. Christ have been affected. These days, I don't know what I eat, but I'm becoming bigger and bigger. CJ the also now starting but CJ guys Chidi there. We need get we need to know where you say Nami Ebeche no ho enemunyam. What is trending this week? A lot of issues as usual. And some eboba ewo mangana muno. A lot of them as expected. A good news for us because Kumasi Ashanti region say Swami interchange and you're for quite a time, these days, the big push agenda is also bringing Kumasi Swami interchange on board. I want to about one is the original plan is for 4-tier interchange. The government is saying that for lack of funds and other revisions, they would wish to push it to 2-tier. then no na road minister ko kan no kan 2 tier no nkofo bi antini ye se wokɔ England na sɛ kasa ɛdan ɛyɛ 2 story a yɛn kan ground floor no ɛnka ho so bɛforo ɛsoro dedi kan na ɛyɛ first floor wobɛkɔ second floor no wogyina wobɛka sɛ abrosan ɛto aso mmiɛnsa so English bɛka kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ 2 wokɔ America deɛ a 3 ɛyɛ 3 enti no road minister was using British English for the 2. Actually it means that we form no efiri mu to kɔsoro baako kɔsoro mmienu a wogyina nkyɛn yɛ 3 tier sɛdeɛ na yɛ kanan ɛbɛba so anaasɛ ma so yɛsɛ minority fa kɔm ho abom keka sɛ ɔmo deɛ ka ɔmo nko anka government wotumi nyɛ fɔ na wonyai me sɛ me head ante aseɛ sɛ bɛda hɔ kwapa de na fɛ sɛ ne da form flat koraa yɛ 0 tier koraa ne yɛfa so any tier bi a bɛyɛ biara no ɔmo pamra ɔmo MPP fo enya opportunity ba ban mu bio na so ɔmo de 4 no bɛto aso a na ɔmo de ato aso ɛnsɛ hwee ɛno yɛ asɛm baako kokofoɔ ɛho nsɛm a egu system no mu no me ankasa me ho bi a me start here free ebinom mate sɛ obi koraa atwerɛ petition akɔma President Mahama some NGO bi atwerɛ akɔma President Mahama sɛ onyi Randy Abe as CEO from Cocoa Board. I don't know why Randy is being targeted, but we hear some news where everybody fan ho na header and it's not in good taste anyway, but I don't know exactly what he has done as a person as such in church in today we shall look into those matters as well. And I feel so yes is a light don't do money there no crane me dem me fan say nsuo to turn into but na say edundum question e be say dum so na aba na dum sie ana say kafre katwe na first na etehunu ebi na aba Kofi Ofosun cancer of the MPP former NIP it became NIP National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program no a CEO anisa ono say okokan ko tra media mu be kan say onimpa say government scholarship secretariat dream nif katachise efa ho government say nyahwe kan do betima kan name we have to justify yourself your friend Kofi say o meka wo ko ba akoko mi no afi your friend na obeti ase yes ne papa yare okuma say won so onya doctor afi no mo say there be obi a woni yes state agency e wa appointments ade wontumi mfa me papa yare me excuse in free crime metra kuma say no info say you are Kumasi boy all right but Accra now bobra it na say opase oyivedi arrest and also oyivedi the security authorities o call the next time no they detained him and yankrofo p there and they yanya ntese ya bail no na so okene ya wo yi so court because ya charge no na okoyi ne ho ano onko for evidence crowd or HS government scholarship secretariat to omo disika omo ton scholarship especially okwa bruchira omo ton no nyina no omo emra ono omra no omeya no obetuma ya no ana ontumi nya no yemmo nyame mpa yese ochina ade bechi yen na obekwa koduro ni ebehu dia ebesi efrimu aba enne pepe se ba ye de ehedan ni SMP baba jama so de tete yese na MPP NDC paso omo twena so majority caucus in parliament ni omo nyina some of them ebinum de ba say abato ekọ so ayawa so east NDC for internal primaries na baba ewe ne ye no chenchina achi baba amfa kwampa so na we ne ye ntine ka omo nko a enka yenyi no in fact omo nullify abato ni nyina na nkomo nto foforo party ascending so tre krata difficulty de koma say de wire na do mate no mo ba be yenhwemu abujafo nhwemu ne de kokoso kan nyina echi no still na no baba jama NDC party asaba bontin say omo yi baba enye because ochina ya na so mo filing nomination to contest the upcoming by election because so ayawa so east no eti omo po mumpo baba ne beko den ne beduru ha because any party na twetwe no krata na omo akokos na be kan sema minti MPP for cry kan wasma na civil society organization bi erase flag bia den na wa say nipa no obekwa koye nhwemu no na ada edi anase den ese o masa 9-member committee in fact 7 so mo going forward no mo nhwem na primaries ba sa vote buying tendencies no nyina enko ebusa say sa de ni free man Ghana hwan betima win elections wa because me went to ya aba no me ntokra na say me dia kosi wu kra wanim. This and many other stories and a pass Chidi, CJ, and Mr. Prince Kobe Houston is also in the house. Gentlemen, you're welcome. And thank you for accepting our invitation, Mr. Houston.
Thank you for having me. The first time I'm at City Extra.
Yeah, Afro City Extra.
Yes. And I must say I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I come. My picture quality crown kumi.
Aye. Papa no to
me the one say my finding me worthy enough to be on your platform.
Yeah, you're welcome. And please, you are worthy enough to contribute to any issue that happens in the country because you are a citizen of the land and we are proud of you. He's a veteran broadcaster. And yet you will be that any microphones.
That's true.
You know, we when you cry. And technically, this is second time because Monday we should have had him here, and because of circumstances beyond our control, today bear with us and let's stay together. It's about 30 minutes after 6, and our program has already started. CJ, una ja menotifia most of the time. And some bears and Maya Twegui, Mudia na pasa usomubi in the next 5 minutes.
Because I say, said okay, no, wasn't command but unfortunately, say Doom Soda na Babak who say Doom CSU. Well, we don't know. So yeah, baby, na ye koya na ye so no man ya say Doom no. Over any day. At some point, so give up now. We'll schedule for another day. So we apologize. Say on Monday we couldn't be on air. It wasn't entirely our fault. For now, what's trending? Say we have. Cocoa, yeah, say cocoa farmers in my idea, and I wouldn't hear more. This sense of cocoa in your hand, I be cry. Secondary school, them cry, be movie or high uncle,
University of Ghana, Grand
Gate, but for now, them say, fortunately, it looks like say they are finding a way around it. Let's hope, say, indeed, and yes, just friends, a word by mouth, but don't say, I'm beginning to see some trend in B-War. President Mahama I say a dinechi. Issue I say issue no. It will linger on Naban Muche. I don't know say a yano mundi neglect and I say by accident because for instance Doomso. Tama Doomso boban. People were they a lot of people
this time
the first time.
Okay.
See how Doomso started. Almost no acquire friend is a jab throw in a banter against each other. Yeah, nearby was near Tadum some 3 years. Cocoa issue, you can send a issue 4 months or so. And ye issue be going to me address it.
Be that. And no, is it true?
But party politics will be because at a BSC 9 months cry.
Okay.
But that one was the LBC. On Ukraine, only LBC, the only problem is deals with the bank.
What is LBC?
LBC, license buying companies.
Okay.
Omona some last year looks like 9 months cry now they were not paid. But cocoa farmer there, but the cocoa akoma crack so I don't care about how you pay LBC or whatever. So that justification, should not badge. For now, no Mahama Mumu tested say most of the things are going on well, especially when it comes to daily friends, average daily personal or two or my
fuel above from
is
about
fuel 300 cities. It used to be somewhere 580.
It's 150 half time.
What I say. So that is fantastic. But I don't know be on kaka no man I do mass on them.
It is a
bit is say cocoa crap say but say me who trend be say I did be a negative on a beha na aban a bar as obu na gusu chen. I don't know by accident or by fate or by design. Say the maker said the first term how do so lingered for a long time. Now we play fancy tag of we say now 4 20 what as anybody else near ya them 3 years same thing na Cocoa di yakwa we say because of syndicated loan we say no wasn't trade at we say a whole crowd around the name friend say indirect what I say it shouldn't happen the enemy say cocoa farm or the cocoa come clerk I dey change it and I cocoa season it ought to be paid. So talking about cocoa, no, we are all passionate about it because Sen American so what I say, cocoa, we could cocoa and say BBL, but the Indian say good no idea near Kosono. The distraction the cocoa is causing of friends say on the ecosystem. Cocoa, you grow cocoa for over 60 years.
In fact,
the distraction behind now.
They actually protest
in fact, it's rather what I say. When you cocoa say by any what I say.
Hey, what can
because you focus on cocoa na you sort them out na at least almost so especially I don't say unfortunately the time all this happening now the universities were going both freshers and then continuous students were going cocoa farmer and cocoa fiscal were here so they were forced to reduce friends cocoa to this Wabusian for ya or about 1,000, I was about 1,000 to 1,005. No.
Okay.
And to say to talk much about cocoon, I think say I'll plea with the authority say almost solve cocoon issue. Then talking about a friend say this arrest of the Ofosu and cancer is a win and yet necessary.
Say
and nobody as some not kind. I mean, there's several means to kill a cat. But I did bruha beba negativity.
We have a having
No, what's on the airways right now? Everybody say free friend say.
And they be before they can.
Go and check on social
all the
media.
political parties do.
What I was saying, nobody or needless. So it has or see a ton scholarship.
Yes.
As some way on one akabi. Just say Zuma Afro friends I come from Banco Casa amount for just doing the placement for SHS 30,000. What kind on air was he invited? Was he detained? Was he arrested? Hey, needless.
But the
President Mahama, you will need maybe I won't say won't play hands.
President was
what has a boy Puma. President Mahama will not even he will not do this.
Personally, I want your
yes. Canadian Japan. What you say? But who Canadian Japan? What you say? It's President Mahama will not go into this and ask anybody to go arrest on this because of say a ton friends scholarship. We news organ.
But wait, Yenfan say they were okay. We Yenfan say no correct. Sure. But to be a can to work.
Yes.
Should we encourage or entertain such? Say, or my team, my passy, this sanity by democracy will be to me by when your camera, when your microphone, on cross our national views, or for her no big chatro. So there's a TMO, Yabiano, who be a big chubby, you say, dear gra, a camera in you could be every GBC. Your man in fun who needs a Yafe and as will be a cabby. So didn't we start from somewhere say? Some of these truncating to force in the name of politics must stop at some point. Don't you see from that angle?
Oh no, I don't see from that angle. Asema I'm one of the people I don't believe say by word Asema Wakano you should go to prison or you should be in prison for that. If say
I glad that 1 years ago.
No. Also, they are glad about for discussion. So they say, I don't believe in that. I don't even think that President Mahama believe in that because you can wait. You're free being naming and shaming.
Yeah.
The your friend said the CID or when you're an IBS. Where are some way an IBS? The CID could have said, okay, I invited Solomon. Our friend said to come and then give us further and better particulars to follow up the case. One farmer, they can issue a statement and say there is some no kind of factual because one opportunity all avenues to come and then assist with the investigation. He didn't come. People are descending these days. You can't just throw jabs and they with the case. My tutu it is flying. No, gone are the days. And now can't say you can go viral, but I'm telling you the fact of the matter will come out.
Yeah.
Fact check.
Yeah.
Who in here said they used friends say sledgehammer to kill a mosquito. Who in here or bulldozer to kill it's unnecessary.
Snake.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
Chidi Mamemrao, Sija touch on 2 Coco Saga and then this Kofi Ofosu Nkansah's arrest. We have 2 more outstanding. Baba Jamal, he used to be given a bad name. All of a sudden he's a saint. Now the elections are clean, and I think he can continue. For me, I agree with the NDC. I didn't see any point in calling for the annulment of the entire election. And I need the will be then no politician in this country and over to me so I exonerating on one of the only that. Kwabra do for any no where the booze on your but I say, wow, best wouldn't tell you. Kwabra Japan, Eba MPP primaries ma. Oh yes, what they brought from one.
Now rejected crowd doors.
And no, you're standing and go. And then my name, Matisse as a government of Ghana, ever started my license for people to grow marijuana for medical purposes. And don't say I did by quite I don't know which one you want to touch on, but
I will start with the Baba James one. But I think say looking at the time frame, the NDC had no time to nullify that election.
And they were calling for it.
They
are members of parliament. They should know better than us.
Papa, Greater Accra Regional Organizer. Okay. I say the majority in parliament should be very careful because Obia is guilty of Adena Eden. Of course, I have a very simple question. Now that Baba Jama has been cleared, that seat, you know, it's very difficult for the MPP to win that seat.
Because Baba is a very strong
In
politician.
respect to say Baba Jama and Fruano, but that seat is a typical blue. Typical green. Now the question I ask myself is, you see,
MPP winning that.
oh, we know that.
I was East.
I also is has MPP won over there.
No,
Oh, we
never.
know that.
Also, East is literally like Bantama.
Yes.
It's a safe seat.
Oh yeah, damn
Oh,
cry.
then
Safe seat.
Yes,
I
yes.
see.
That's
And it's MPP for Hampeke or Moina.
Though you can say be on got to abana baba vote in air appreciate
Yeah.
because say be your own free on but it's a typical.
No, I don't think so. On free horn. On say we can't say the reason Emma MPP they claim say 2 million bianco to abana because of say what primary some will be 3,000 or will be 4,000. It means what I'm coming.
But I don't think
so. That alone will make the votes not come down. Not necessarily say
it could
on
be
free because Baba Jama our footprint.
It could be a factor. It could be a factor. But the question I want to say, some majority caucus now say they should nullify that election. If Baba comes to parliament, how are they going to work with him?
That's a different topic, another topic for another discussion.
Because that's a question I'm asking myself. It's a Keskin TA.
This is not Keskin. This is Prince Kobe Houston.
Prince Kobe Houston. Prince TA.
Feel free to call Virgin Prince. It's
Virgin
okay.
Prince.
Virgin Prince TA. Now, ebi am no party back. Now, baby, I'll
He never would be there.
Baby, I'm one no person oba ho. Na me so kwan no fa so ba won nya kwan papa nti easy anu aba. E kwan be na papa so am ne be you.
And they say remember me.
And you see that gift sharing now, of course, all the politicians, including the 271, are guilty of it. The Papa Yesuka was it one year bonnet and on your there was one my delegate beer and I say, oh, my voter beer, gift beer than on to Boban.
Now,
we are not trying to encourage.
You are doing exactly
no,
that.
No. I'm not trying to encourage it. But the thing is, say, Yabedu stage beer, say one more beer at the uncle to buy. You must say, then you do.
Yeah.
Over the years, the Ghanaians have this perception, say, you're too about the politician, no cost on ma. You know, or no cost on, he says, on over some any some. I for no quite known when you're not tabram. Nay, dear, home tree.
Tamana tabram.
Chini dear. Only I know what tam no. I feel bad about than and qua.
Yeah.
Meaning, say, Timofona, when you say, and says, Rona Mocono. Bibi quite there will be a day. It's one my lady. You know, any side more back. That's a 2 about that's a 4 years been through. So there any trade two. That's a 4 years. No, then Yashia at least in minimum say the GBA day. Eddie Fru. And I'm a Ghana for any any item at that home. What they had 2024 election, irrespective of the marginal president Mahama won. Confirm we said down our report. Maybe the number of people aren't to have. That's very alarming. It started from when the MPP.
What's your point with that?
Say,
but let's situate this very well. So I hear complaints of your man Krofobisika, even muji we no about internal primaries because a few people network because MPP for delegate system, Southern NDC is all delegate system. Now somebody is also advising say if we really want to stop this, then there should not be anything like delegate system when it comes to choosing parliamentary candidates and presidential candidates. Because you can't pay everybody in the country.
You can pay.
Yes.
You can get some I can get some number of people if I want to be Bantama MP. I'll just get some number of people. Make sure that
out of about 30,000.
But that one is not practical.
It's not practical.
NDC, but the fear of that and they say infiltrators.
Yes. So and I mean, can I say if you have the money, you can just get the people.
Which year and I'm where say
2015,
20
after 2016.
Yes, after 2016.
I don't want someone for be able to.
But practice, and I think this Ras Mubarak and
yes.
Only scored the MP.
And you know,
possible.
And you know, crown. People find way to one for it.
Yeah.
So who say the number of people now be a kebeto abama e be omodos and on no pay be account pay the dues criteria be adbetu it's easy for them
how because BBT say Prince I'm coming to you right
no problem
BBT say MPP e will rule be say if you register with them and become a member you should spend at least 2 years within the party before you can vote in any internal elections. NDC can also adopt same say now we are abolishing the delegate system because of these complaints of vote buying, and then sponsoring people and all that. So we a card bearing member of the party
of
there.
good standing.
And on good standing.
Anti-common redefining
yes,
good standing.
Good standing. No.
What
We
was
don't number of years and I said we are what training dues.
What will solve this issue? Was in America. Also on my card, no, you state the political party that you belong to.
Yes.
So going forward, you can inculcate that in the Ghana card system. Say, okay, register a Ghana card. The political party that you join, fashion, one option
on the Ghana card.
On the Ghana card.
ID,
yes. So we do NDC.
Why not the voter ID?
Any far-fetched. America is overturned. Democracy is overturned.
To block the loophole, say, Obi betime.
Listen.
Yes.
Ahana ye Chidi. Me Obi enu ha ne be pick up we catch say ko register both NDC and NPP because you can be tagged just by virtue of your political affiliation.
Me I try just a man.
You understand that? Enti ye nduru ho. Emre ne be so. But say many Kwasi again say no, you starting kakra. Akra start say one auntie or area or and then begins to say no, I'm talking about the reforms. Reforms now will suggest they can do it. Say we a member of good standing. Okay, good standing is defining the meaning of good standing. And they say maybe minimum maybe 2 years
in the
party. You pay your dues.
Yeah.
And they start at the polling station.
Yeah.
It is a year about could gathering about could be. They
Party
meet during maybe monthly or quarterly.
Yearly.
They know you. It is a mark register on that. It is said, if you don't check that, then you don't qualify
to vote.
I agree with you.
Thank you. Now let's go to the proper politics. You haven't. Fine. Let me give you one more.
The time will be for vetting. So
let me give you one more minute to finish.
So I'm Mediano.
Interchange. No, your specific question is
Baba Jama.
Any we license no. How they cash one interchange.
We know. As I'm a baby, I'm so for
oh no, so we medicinal. But I think say clear here. The one are more allowed to go. Anyone they are using a different home baby.
And chum and a chum lawyer chum ever clear say. They are going to be very vigilant. Say they will make sure say amount phone dia purposely say or more time amount Friday.
They are not that they say they be dia.
Okay, Sika or countries are or allow cannabis to be used legally over the years. Ghana it means so I catch say $2 million of cannabis has been bent. $50 million of cannabis has been bent. If that thing you converted the medicinal purpose and now this says
the commotion
somebody that supports say cannabis and I entire let us use it for let us some economic gains let us exploit it.
I said no ordinary one no
medicinal purpose now I agree.
And no cry so redefine.
Yes.
So also a question tampe back. Here the na konya man 5 years. For what?
I didn't.
What I say? They have to
that medicinal
that's we free criminal to
also
something like
we can't be relying on our gold. Now cocoa market, it looks like it's not crashing there, but cocoa price near the air from. It's your idea subsidiary on me bit me a use now a sky. That foreign direct investment in say why don't you explore? And cannabis 180 years on cannabis. Even see a diacra say export to one enter.
I have cry export to any so but CJ my musa way a street question people have been asking that say gold Obuasi mine is since 1897. Takwa mine is but the miner said since 17th century. Okay, 17th century or 16 something. What I say? That should be about 400 to 500 years ago.
Yeah.
Still, I have every gold. Nihun Gold Road that. Nihun Gold Hospital that. Nihun Gold Estate that. And gold scholarship via the Magana for 7 Franco School. Nihun be that. Cocoa has been around for about since Tete Kwashi by about 200 years. Echo 300. Yenya BBM free cocoa. Yenya BBM free. Diamond to Ghana. Yeah. Diamond. You want other precious metals be in Ghana. Ninya still no man that's so cobblestone about. Dear Yan, we may have a license. Knowing full was the repercussions, no. And the cry said you usually a it's rampant. It's almost everywhere. I'm for abuse, no. It's the Obama will be license here. I was a chinchinachi. Do Diana de medicina, the Quacosan asthma, the Cosan glaucoma. The one where we are on open we
have to define it.
What the medicine really is.
Apply to it.
So my question is that yeah, you free good, you free. Or you also buy a 30 years for 4 time class, 20 years. Then you dear, they say we may be. Apart from them, go for high.
Because one thing they say, the fact say you decriminalizing in interest say cigarette.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's legal, but
it's legal. But how many people smoke now? It's like cigarettes is here offer it.
Yeah, you can't smoke
but
in
it's
the
legal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, legal.
Mm-hmm.
What I say?
Yeah.
Same way I'm telling you, say if the cannabis is legalized at some point, no. By virtue of say we crack a crown or we crack now offer. And you take advantage for the commercial purpose of it.
Yeah.
I won't say yeah, crona woman manufacturing in Nimusa.
And
at least these little things that bring revenue,
nature,
we take advantage of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, if this happens, a lot of people into Galamsey youth now. Also, you can't Galamsey.
Yeah.
When you go to small communities, those doing it, sometimes they do all this hard work and then they get maybe 80 cities, 100 cities, 150 cities. And yes, one more person will be but that is how they will survive. Yeah. And to such people, if they have such alternative, I'm telling you, they won't go into the Galamsey side.
Yeah, boys, no more.
Yeah, they won't go. And then to come to your first point, what was say yenya good moshi, yenya kuku moshi, yenya. I think I disagree on that score. Yenya said it was say yenya, but yenya mubibi. Okay. And you have cried himself for the past 2 months or so. Good indeed. We are enjoying a stability in our fuel.
That's 1 year.
What you say?
That's 1 year.
You see?
That's about a year running.
You see?
Dollar is down.
So maybe a yenya senior. I was saying yenya compared to Joburg and the rest. But yenya bibi. Cocoa, we had Cocoa scholarship. We have Aboni
Cocoa Hospital.
Cocoa Hospital. Cocoa Rose. What you say? And yenya kakra. But to the extent say, I agree with say and yes significant. I also send a consumer your especially good, you know, and then I think say a beer going forward, no. Now he has started diversifying, a lot of things are changing.
All right. We have been live here for some 30 minutes running, about 28 minutes ago at the Shashi. I'm in the studio of Chidi, CJ, and Mr. In fact, this is not a Mr. Virgin Prince. The Virgin itself, Nankasa, a cover Mr. and the Master and the Doctor. Yeah. Virgin speaks for the NDC and the team for the Fortaka, and then saying people for Guanebe. It was all because the people for primaries was impending. Yeah. And you know, we had to give them the time. And I said, now more campaigns, it's no sack of this Bishima or Kakan in Japan, no Muna, a campaign at year, and that ASQC. But we have had NDC several times in the house. And for the first time this year, we have Mr. Prince Kobe Houston in the house. Virgin Prince.
Yeah, my brother.
You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
And thank you for this is twice in a week.
Yeah. The first one there was not.
It was.
I'm Baswint, you know.
You speak for government.
Yeah. So I will touch on. I speak for government. I speak for the party. It's a touch on
all of them.
All the issues are a concerning government. And if you say me one year,
please let's go.
Yeah. So let me start off with Cocoa Kiafo because omona omodie ehia pa and omodie no na ewa paswa as a opposition no e de boy asom ni ye chi nyina but meka Kiafo say omunya akomato because the president ni nkrofo nyina omudi mu say so omuka Cocoa hu sem no omoye meeting ase no omo come into a resolution. Na resolution no or china na finance minister no yama ne kwan se on be kan nyina but emprempre de ekuafo na ya to mo kokoo mo so mo de no wo ho na ye ntoye no emprepre o mampeni ama kwan se yempesika nim ya ne fankoto yentwamoka na mo so mo nye okay yentimi ento kokoo na ye demo kokoo kuafo ka. It is not fair. Enti o mampeni se yempesika mamu na yempese esibio montino omo di cabinet agia niam bia tutututu mu enti finance minister ochina 11 am o radio TV o TV aben TV na tienia yempese.
Where would he be speaking from?
He'll be speaking from, I'm sure, Meet the Press.
Okay.
Communication.
All right.
Enti no account nia yedia tutututu ho yempese sadie ebesibio enti ekuafo mo kama kumantum yem sanya mai yempese besibio munti before 1992 na ban na etokoko within sika
straight
before cocoa season e beba no aban call budget mo no account say my chest car we had to ho me the better cocoa 1992 mo no ene ye say sisi ya nya off takers ama anasema I mean kan say omo cocoa no omo eyi omo nti no omo ho de bi ombeto nti e wo ho ne akoka chom so this year ebetimi anya 500 tons 600 tons nti mo de mo ma yesika na san crofo no so afa projection ye de amom make projection I don't know how to say it in
financial budget more or less
projection ye de amom no mo so de sa projection akọ bank
akọpẹ besia kakra
banks na nye ba akọpẹ nti na ye from syndicated banks
okay
who were giving us syndicated loans. It's banks and be a Ghana for banks, it be a brochure for banks. No money na based on projection, cocoa do dry as here, maybe more mono. No more pesesicano.
No more the amount.
No more the amount. Even before you been talk cocoa no diabrom.
A break go persona ye.
A beer cocoa no ete or yen bibiano. Ne ya ne husikaba. It's from those syndicated banks. It's in your friend syndicated loans. Sasi can buy in dollars and buy in cedis. It's a bar, a Bank of Ghana.
Okay.
Now Bank of Ghana afa. Now on one cocoa board cedis. It is hard, you know. You just say they talk cocoa. Yes, I they show your CD, you know.
Yeah.
About what's in American say because a bape dollar work room.
Yeah.
It's a
for be
$1 no benye bi.
Biato.
Yeah, this CD no ama cocoa board.
Exactly.
Fakomi ekua for na ton cocoa bread.
Dollar is a commodity.
Dollar is a commodity.
Yeah.
Ti sana ni eto ye cocoa. President Kufuor betu we or the syndicated loan eto ye. President Mills, President Mahama obi abaye no syndicated loan ye de to cocoa. It ni cocoa ekuafo no se de ni problem.
Time na problem ni hase.
Mami kancho time a hase. E hase time Akufo-Addo ne ne MPP. Omo catch o man nyina ne say ya ye bankrupt. Ye ni sika.
Cocoa for a bankrupt.
Yes, o man na ye bankrupt.
Okay.
Essence o ma bobusia ama busia no ye ntimi ntua ye wonka. Oba mo beka say COVID ni asifo mo kan nyina. But enye COVID. Eye je say san krofo na omo ma ye sika no a syndicated banks no. San krofo no. Wa ka kire o man ni nyina ne wiase say wo ka mene wo ntimi ntua wo.
Eti omo so madam ho so.
Omo so ada omo so.
Mo besia bra wo.
Onjimi ye. Sabi your banks no omo so ye adwuma de pen fa so.
It's a living entity.
It's a living entity.
Things.
Or pay interest.
Yeah.
It is a wo ka kire man say nyina say I'm broke.
I'm bankrupt.
I can't pay my debt to the sense that even pensioners in your own country practically omo de bob busia kra no. What's that momo haircut? Then the people say if you say you are broke, we can't give you money.
Yeah.
And nothing at central market KJT omo ntimi enwi because those monies were loans. Omo so wa broke and answer we so we need sika.
I won't top up.
That be. Nya me dia ma won wo de aye ne ya wo de be ye. Ntimi mfa mbe. Eno ni sika ni bia ma na omo ntimi amfa nya so am interchange no. Eno na stopping nyama bebre. Because nipa no ma obosia. No wetimi abetua ma no.
Wo aka kire
we see ni na say me ni sika.
When was that? Was it before immediately he assumed office or when
no,
it
was around 2020 after COVID na no.
Yeah.
Satam no na san yama nyina buy. It omo buy 2017 syndicated loan was there. 2019 syndicated loan was there. 2018 ni nyina na syndicated loan wo nti na ikuafo no sika wo ho.
Yeah.
Before crop season they be drew no. Ne sika ba.
So was the president lying by saying say we were actually bankrupt or broke and the man and he was facing the reality?
Of course, no. We were broke.
What made us broke?
Yakob bobusia na fe yesika yenya. Na mama nchire mo mam say bobusia. Sika yenya wo man mu ye taxes ni ama no ene edi bi kotua. It yes you would you about 52% of your domestic and as a domestic revenue and the could to our debt. Let's say 48 bi wo ho a obetimi dia 10 ho. And now ya 105 it means say ya gi yesika nyina kura say sakope 4% be free baby.
Yeah, you want to express ni issue nyina the ka ho.
105 it means all your money awenya by revenue no. Just so kope 4% be so free baby.
And now the could
count. Now the nyina kotua ka and no say even you dey betu adwai for kakra woni bi. So that's what you told the whole world. And so you were bankrupt.
Yeah.
So the people were giving us syndicated loan and near the cocoa.
They all stopped.
On almost stop paying. It's after then no more year. After who businessmen be. So cocoa boy was through. To invest in cocoa. Benyan faso. And a businessman
In the country or outside the country?
No, it be inside the country.
Yeah. Okay.
No, so a good investment. So they were the ones through the license buyers and no more talk cocoa.
The LBC now.
The LBCs. In fact, one time we could try microphone some microphone throw say you remember about 600,000 cocoa.
Ghana buying.
Yeah, Ghana buying
MPP.
cocoa board.
Akufo-Addo.
MPP. Akufo-Addo.
Oh,
Yeah. And I'll come to the story. Don't worry.
how?
They projected that they were going to give them or they were going to
projection. Thank you.
My brother. You can do projection.
Yes.
Ebetimia ye. Ebebru so kakrebi and as ebeti so kakrebi. Na mmom ekobru omo rollover na yebeto ye no ya about 365,000 tons. That is not, it cannot happen like that.
Nowhere near.
You can say my project is a member of 600 tons of cocoa. Ebi I swat to cry. I'm fun say 590.
580. Yeah.
But say you said there was a cocoa. What's the name for it? There was a disease outbreak.
No, so if you knew that, why did you tell the people that you were giving them 600 tons?
No, at that time they didn't know.
No, they knew.
No.
Utie. O listeners say and so was for mo hwe we. Unim nia obetimi dia mom.
Yeah.
Sempo se wuntimi mom kra mom kakra mo ti ase.
You don't have to overpromise.
No, you don't have to overpromise.
No, virgin tea.
No,
let's assume say I'm passed okano. Let's assume say you're a poultry farmer.
Yeah.
Me ngukwedu at the stage I want to sell. Until I'll just go to the market. Them say more 1,000 bears. Okay, I go negotiate. Say me 1,000 bears, and I'm about 900 because them say be a major kakra and anything can happen. But unfortunately, a week to come, no.
And the avian flu be fair.
You see, and he I have a bit has say try and throw. No, I'm not saying they didn't they couldn't get their project.
You see, every
but
time
to say so that is where
every time Biano you won him deform work cocoa border. Omuye projection a fa. Those syndicated banks were relied on us.
Where were those 94 at the time our president was making those promises?
You mean the MPP were making those promises? I don't know. But we were not able to produce those number of tons for them. It is so from the word go and this take away near dincrophonica.
Yes. And so supplies.
And so supply that year idea one. Oh, supply at the time and now supply about 2,000 something. And now we talk cocoa bono was slow. And I will talk cocoa board the dindin now the supply at the end boy for me. Because
when you're making the projection,
you are using 2,000.
All right. And now it's
and then plus
3,000 to 4,000.
Let me come in again for a minute. You see?
Yeah.
What he's saying
because what I'm saying
no, it's factual.
Yeah.
But I won't say year better because I know at the time MPP was buying the friends cocoa for 3,000. That was the time they were servicing debt. Because on beton 2006.
Which year was this?
Which is 23, 24.
No.
Yes.
When we came
23, 24.
Okay.
At the time when I took force him more kase SNK any something. Yeah, they were saying LSNPP talk cocoa 6,000. At that time they were selling they were buying some and then they had to send our kind pay forwarding for 2,600. But the issues they say sometimes it's not compulsory to service all of it. You can negotiate and then service some later. And then sell
service
some.
What?
Service
you mean the rollover?
Rollover.
No, the rollover was between 2024 and 2025.
No,
because 2024 it starts from September.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. 23 September, November. No.
You see, our problem and I make a
so MPP made that issue.
Just making some interjection.
MPP made that Oman created that issue on them. They had rollover. So the rollover also was purchased at 2,600. So what rollover I was purchasing at 2,600. But world market was high, so you had to pay the farmer 3,000. Okay. So because at the time NDC was making say the farmer deserve around 6,000
per bag.
NDC knew clearly say you roll over your coffin at 2,600.
That's your interjection.
Yes.
All right, please continue.
Me no dream because the rollover started from 2024 and 2025 crop year.
Okay.
Yeah, buy and ye be who says I didn't about Crofobika
About
about
we are aware because I remember saying
how are we going to be aware
because
say
your people in parliament.
No. And ye be
135.
No, and ye be now CEO no crop catcher or parliamentarians.
That's a fact.
And ye be especially adio nim say a babontia e be guna by any mass.
Okay, continue.
The was what in American say. So then you nesi it is see America say ye ni syndicated loan na ye de tokoko na ye de ja ye nuanom MPP for a ma transition ye smooth ye ni bi
So ni hold for now.
it is say akoya say aban na so pesika
Baby obenya bibia.
baby obenya sika bia sa de no so no ni ye mpese e de to ye wo so nti na ye niam yi a ye ni nya every year bia syndicated loan eno na ye di jaw wo de se wo nya hwekura ma wa sewa
Keep the
wo de keep the status quo wo de se wo fa bi nka media nka menya Cocoa board will be about 80 years old this year. Yes. And by this time they should have their own sika.
Yeah.
On bet media tom cocoa.
They are older than the country.
They are older than the country. But it is a coya arrangement be a bank for be every year piano. You're ready to buy a cocoa.
And you have been doing that.
They have been doing it for 1992.
Yeah. It's about 30 years now.
30 years in Jumani aye.
What crashing?
Because of a memo bunny. Yes.
But don't you think that's a shame as a country that you have?
You can call it a shame. Listen to me. You can call it a shame. Say by this time, Cocoa should be able to have his own money.
Yeah.
Like look at Ghana Airport.
Yeah.
When we wanted to expand the airport to Terminal 3, President Mahama was on IGF no. Abayin GB. So they went to President Mahama and President Mahama said, okay, me, I have no money to give you as a central government. But IGF na ya me GB no. Me GB.
Okay.
Fasa IGF no ne wusika nyina no. Pakope loan.
Yeah.
And nobody pay loan on their own book. And nobody be expand Terminal 3.
Yeah.
And now we tue sika na makaka bi etuawie. Because at least and then 5 million passengers to me go through Akotoka International Airport. One of the best airports in West Africa.
Yeah, even in Africa.
Okay. Iti say nanka may expect say Cocoa Ball so anka umbedru. But you drew whatever the reasons are. It's another day. Yes, whatever the reasons are, another day we discuss here no. But at least yes, so one nya hwe kra ma wasewa. Member no ye jaw syndicated loan arrangement. Good arrangement. Abai ni so kopesike bia no say owa. All you do is your projection. All you do, how much tons of cocoa will you get today? This year?
Yeah.
I'll get 900. I'll get 1 million. Yeah. Okay, so how much do you need? Yeah, na cocoa syndicated loan 1.2 billion, 1.28 billion dollars. Na beto Central Bank. No, the CD. Into more no here dollars. So money be crania man. Almost $1 So it was not just buying cocoa for us. It was supporting our CD.
Yeah. But sorry, the interject last one. On one breath, he's against rollover. On another breath, or against the syndicated loan.
No, I'm not sure you understand.
It's the same thing because when you loan now, you go with your projection, and then they tell you how much they will pay for it. So that brings the rollover.
Well, he admitted that. And I was saying, we make a projection, no. And I went near meeting projection. No?
Yes.
And I might say, what deficit of some bags? I said, what the command for no mama was can already.
No, all say I'm born in a syndicated name. No,
because
rollover there.
You are not understanding. We should be happy. Oka projection over the years. Who have been projecting it
correctly.
So how come
you can always have it right? Because listen, Chidi, let me tell you this. Why did NDC say, Atoforson said you paid a cocoa farmer
6,000 per
because they got the projection wrong?
No. Let me tell you why we said that. Let me tell you.
Yes.
The world market of cocoa went up from about $10,000 to $12,500.
So they assume automatically.
No, listen.
The city rate also contributed a factor to it.
And apart from that, city was trading 17 Ghana cedi. It would be times $12,000, $12,500 times 17.
For the government.
And Mrano so a work cocoa who say by the Cocoa Act and say you have to pay the farmer 72% of the FOB price. It is ika wako nyina no obeche mo 3 ba ko pe na ye wo cocoa board there.
I think say Mrano say from 60 to 70
Not
and your
necessarily
region on
70.
70.
No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.
So you let's say you are paying.
That's why you brought it to 6,000.
That's why we
Yes.
brought it to. And listen.
And if,
So-
if they have taken it to 6,000, come back and come with me say
No. Tie. Because of the price now was thrown, you know. Obet me etua. Say price in the back form now catch a so see the price na back form. Intimate back form out here.
That's what your government is.
No.
struggling to
That's
tell
all.
Our government.
Can I make my point?
Yes, please.
At the time we were saying that we could pay the farmer 6,000 and 7,000. The projection was based on how much we were selling cocoa
On the
outside.
market, yeah.
Nientia syndicated no ewuni say anka we anka nya nkomo a yebedi ne.
Because
Nientia
remember
syndicated no ewuni say wabuam oman boni wakobo busia no wachiro oma osika no.
Omo
Ntimi nji wudi biom say oma osika obetimi atua ka ama no enu ti na syndicated loan no egu
very well.
enu ne yedi jawo.
Yeah. Your point
There
is
was what you say.
Yeah.
So right now ade aban person or yen say or person funding model for.
Okay.
As to what it is I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But china na
Yeah.
because
What
and then
should we
we
expect?
discuss
That
it.
was what I was going to ask.
No, we discuss your cabinet. I am not privy to what happened in cabinet.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that tomorrow, by this time, near who near because we
Very well.
Eti media, ni amekache cocoa farmers ne say, omo nya boto yem. President Mahama de on treat omo anyhow, on treat omo baza. I mean, me responding, me I can say, oh, e bin see that. Ne bi crazy that cry license bias. That's all correct. Let me check the story for you. This is a news, city newsroom story. Cocoa board CEO hauled to Parliament over indebtedness to farmers and their LBCs. Parliament, friend, because now a brew ye so Parliament wanted to know that what's happening here. Wow, what the farmers car? What's that? This license buyers car? Eti now yebisa. This is another news from BBC News Africa.
Yeah. That was when
Ghana, yeah, that's November 2023.
Okay.
Ghana's cocoa farmers say they are broke as the cocoa board, which they are obliged by law to sell their produce to, is unable to pay them.
Okay, for
was
how
3
long?
years ago.
If you go into the story now, for how long did it linger on? us?
For BBC to have
Because we are
carried
talking about the time
the
frame.
time
my brother,
And
whether
yours
it
has
was
been
1
close to
month
4 months.
or 2 months or 3 months or whatever, I've just given you empirical evidence. Actually says I deal with MPP for see now. One time I see ye. So that time no ye declare say you're bankrupt.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, we're bankrupt.
Can we
We-
draw
no,
edges on this
Ote.
particular subject?
So
No.
Challenge kakra.
No,
Hey.
Mami, we didn't say anything in 2019 because syndicated loan was around to sort it out.
Yeah.
We didn't say anything in 2017, 2018 because syndicated loan they were all
Yeah.
sort it out.
Yeah.
But 2023, no, sometime no the free COVID, you declare say
Yeah,
you're bankrupt. We couldn't pay our debt.
I think your point is made. Now can I come in here?
Never talk. What
I get you perfectly.
So
Because me challenge in the always clarify me challenge kakra say when syndicated loan now say I am born into the ma we didn't get access. No. One, there's some deliberate plan on that because we plan on say add value to over 50% of our cocoa bean. But the syndicate friends alone also will tell you say I want the raw. So dropping the syndicated loan is actually a deliberate attempt.
By the
Because if you want to really add a value to it,
then you can make
you can't go for that because on over catch some people robin.
but
But you want to add a value to
because
it.
they want to add value to it.
What I
That's
say,
why
and
they-
now did they add any value to that 3 years ago?
well, we all know what happened. He owns our casa and he keeps mentioning COVID. And what COVID,
COVID was
did-
2019, 2020.
2020.
COVID was 2019, 2020.
No,
Who him say-
2020.
2020. But who him say
Yeah.
when friend is say in global friend is say
A drag check.
it drags on like
Yeah.
what if
Today, Christ still drag.
it's still dragging.
We don't feel it yet.
So what I said, the resources left was to struggle for no was kitty, and then all the world over was
looking for the same
Okay, so
bidding
let-
for bidding for same little resources
Yeah.
that existed.
Yeah.
But we are not even talking about COVID today. But I'm saying, say syndicated loan being dropped was a bit of deliberate, just because we want to add value to our beans.
And
And to
I'm
be able
asking-
to do that, the nipa of them alone will say, I want the raw bean. You don't want to sell raw bean. They'll find your money and buy.
Anything I be doing?
Yes.
No,
Very
no.
well. Very well.
It's not true.
Chidi, you wanted to say something?
Kwanasi ye kasambe. As of 2023, no, most of the countries are that even developing countries are not COVID affecting our economy. Some have started showing positive signs of recovering.
Mm.
So even says 2023 now, can I say they were deliberate, said they wanted to add value to it because COVID wasn't an excuse at that time anymore. Because as at that time, some of the countries have started seeing positive sign as well. We are recovering. The problem was the government overborrowed.
I see.
It's
so
a
you
fact.
agree with
Yes,
Prince?
it's a fact. Because one overborrow, why were you going to IMF?
We've been to IMF forever.
We have been to, and any government that
Are you
goes
trying to justify
No,
I think that my brother just want to justify and defend the MPP.
Unfortunately, because there's no rep, I'm trying to make the debate.
any government that goes to IMF is automatically classified as a failed government.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay. So let me just, my brother said they wanted to add value. See, you are producing, when we left power, when President Mahama left power in 2016, we left you about 969 tons of cocoa.
Metric tons or tons?
Metric tons of cocoa. That's almost about 1 million tons.
Yeah, metric means.
That's what we left thousands.
You. Yeah.
But I'm Kadi.
Oh, Yanjaka.
Was it not 20? Was it 20?
No. 2016 crop year. Any 2017
almost
crop
a million
year.
metric.
It was almost a million. Any edi jamo. It is an impose. So our dream is also added value. You can decide to tell your when I'm making projection.
In 2016, I was
when I'm making projection to the syndicated people.
Yeah.
So this year I can give you 500.
Yeah.
I can give you 400. It's my 500.
All the 1,000.
Omega 900. You don't do that. There's no value behind. Now, to the sense that pensioners cry haircut. That's what you did.
All right.
Thank
you. No, we can't spend more than 1 hour.
Just one day. You see, both MVP and NDC and open more office financial consultant, you can say, we've been playing politics with this cocoa.
Of course, it's political subject.
And over the last 30 years, forget about the early years now, cocoa has been the backbone of our economy.
That's true.
And as you see, I'm saying you should sneak rush for good in I'm a cocoa sector no if you see all these challenges. You see an air no. What can the cocoa board do? I'll be my self-financing. Because Lucas is indicated loan a year through. It's a shame as a country. Self what to cocoa is now 32 years so about it's a shame. What can they do?
So I think that there's a lot who say the bills be about the core parliament on behalf of Cocoa Board. Nia president in the cabinet could discuss it next year. I am not privy to it. So we can all wait and hear the finance minister tomorrow. Because yes and yes we NCBU.
Oh, I'll be happy.
Yeah. We are doing it so that NCBU. Last time I had meeting around the Abbey. I said near Cosso, see a Cocoa Boaba for more.
Yeah.
Wasn't
even before about from the chairman of the Cocoa Board,
for example,
the CD appreciation are affected, which is real.
Because
I agree, say if the CD was trading around 12.5 or 13, right, would have gone for that 4,500.
Either way, we must do something to the cocoa sector because when says a price in it drop it. So what happens if the price drops? Do we keep paying the farmer the amount we are paying?
Yeah.
Or we'll do like deregulation? Send the full sector. A cost you increase you a bar from so we enjoy it. Would the cocoa farmer understand that? And now say a buying as of fat to say cocoa farmer need it's a conversation we'll have. But tomorrow I want to listen to what cabinet are deciding.
Right.
And then we can go on. I think I want to and then okay same about Abrante and I for me the day I cast some Nana President Dukra war outside as a Zambia and I say one of this as a Dubai no more World Summit or Economic World Summit and one or share NIB say some way no what on internet so Abrante any kind on video
Abrante so credible
or a credible person or a MPP near or be any mono I was supported by me e be na ba me na so man so be can ye nim but it yeah president say hey NIB look into it it's you inviting a couple of times I don't know ni enti omako ransaking omache no a oma detaining say omo money hu the lawyer that one is not true sisi about Joy for about he's been formally charged for false news or something. What it means is that
publication of false news.
What it means is that when Timian provide the evidence to the NIB,
that's
the only thing here. They will charge him with that offense.
Yeah.
That's the only thing because I can provide the evidence. I can't charge you. In fact, I can take evidence. No,
It means that it doesn't mean that it could be say evidence no provided to them and just sufficient enough.
All right.
Oh no.
So it's up to a judge now to say
no.
You had to
let him go to the court process.
You charge you know. It is a court.
Any money be.
And the say the court pay. Now you free. Security services and stuff. After why the property of the court is the court to decide whether they will detain you or they'll give you bail. Let's hope tomorrow is tomorrow.
Of course we can.
You bet me waiting. But for me, I think that our security services to depict the character of the person who is our president. Or no, are very tolerant to issues. And among five a way be I bet me friendly. Yes, nipa na ka asem no.
But
you see, assembly or why a go man animals.
It does.
For you to say tongue
scholarship
So be 30,000 for school placement.
No. Yeah, education minister or investigating this issue. In fact, Abrantian or yes, I story. Yeah, cheno. A boy education minister. Omo koye no. Omo intimi anya evidence. Bia at least they investigated it.
But this was said by a MP, Joseph Azuma. So it was never about Abranti.
Yeah, and I'm saying
he was never.
Yes, and I'm saying that the investigation was carried out
by who? By the minister.
Yes.
So why NIB in this case?
I get that.
The minister doesn't do investigation, but only investigative bodies, never investigating.
Can I come in here?
Yeah. I think so. Similar to the Galamsey. You understand that? It do say the DC doing something wrong. No? You see minister and the sector minister and investigate. But the day until I also said this issue NIB should come in.
That is where I'm coming. Now it's a question for all of us. Kobe, really, the invitation of Kofi Ofosu is nothing. Anybody at all in this country can be invited by all the forces at any time. But they're going to his house, ransacking his house, based on what? As a mechanical radio. Se me see obi USK and I say chronobi koso ha udi amechi akomifi akopeja mempa eyi minta de nyina gu form say e de na ahwe free ade no mempa.
Okay, so I understand and I agree with you.
You were even on that.
That was what I was saying, that nipa no ye leader no.
Yeah.
Or
very tolerant.
Or a very tolerant person.
Yes.
So as security people, please let's emulate the character of the person or ye mo commander in chief.
Because it affects no.
Because be amoye bia no. It affects the party. Affecting government.
It has affected
nipa na oye we no. It is yesremo. You can do things in a nice way. Yeah. I watch France Sarkozy. Yes, you akoji skebi wo baby. Jailing for 5 years. Omo jailing for 5 years. Omo man 1 month be say. Ofansie no. Like I was surprised.
He could see the fear.
And on the year no. Say. But yes, he can report or prison.
Yeah.
And Pastor Sobekwa can report it. He's going to serve and also that's what or 75 years.
Yeah.
And ye giddy and ye Rambo star. But I don't know why I security for the dear. I say whether they want to please somebody or not. But I'm saying that at least he's been formally charged. Your charge will pay. Court now takes custody of you.
You are the property of the court.
You are the property of the court. It's the court never decided your fate. After now security follow, they don't have any option than to obey what the court will say.
Yeah.
For me, I think that's the best thing.
Okay.
Say a bass to say at least you are charging for court.
Yeah.
It's me and no me can. But and also me found one to ye no more ye kasa.
Oh.
Ya nya kwenya ye kasa wo TV so and say internet so and say BB. There are things we don't see. If you don't have evidence about something, don't just talk because you think you are a political animal. In the MPP opposition, they will say free way. Okay, say want to me, guy be oye jumamano. Okay,
yeah.
Into I agree, so you will be a prosecution witness for the country.
You remember that?
Yes.
What's it? No free one to me. To me.
No,
Obia yes a free. Account Obia grant kindness or no cry MPP. Then at the be free wound to me. I want not to know say, hey, me wa you make about 50 years, make about Obia family. Then mami Jimmy ho. and on no akoye say obe testify against you.
Okay.
Because what did I say? So you be here, they'll be doing free you, but you are the one inside there. Let's be see you can Fred, it doesn't matter. You can insult President Mahama. Catch us any tickets here. The year to Cassia. I don't but say we see on my an authority of the country for that matter, a scholarship secretariat, Elton scholarship. In fact, what don't be kura mawu MPP ni na over UK. Do you know what that means? It means say yeah grassroots no kura. Yeah NDC for na yeah adwuma no. Yeah adwuma na gu. CEO now bet now was
it's not about you. It's not about you the grassroots. It's about the individual. The Ghanaian. Yes, it's an insult to the Ghanaian.
Yes, apart from the Ghanaian, we too are yeah. Say any support ya na ya ba power. So what the be more big cry.
It's not me. Yes, me it should be NDC.
No, me in class I say Oti. They Ghana for. It's your the man NDC ni so ye Ghana. But so beton or the man MPP ni so MPP ni so ye Ghana. But say you better say what ton no. Another issue. Right. It for me, yes, so who need evidence of something up?
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
I agree.
I think that
let me
say. If are you bringing something new?
No, on this
in as much as Oka say President Mahama is a gentleman, he's a tolerant, you can't take away that away from President Mahama. But I remember the famous or the infamous mother serpent of corruption. So what I say. Right now, no, we can't say, in fact, it's a fact, say, Mahama has got nothing to do with the Rambo style of arresting of friends, the opposition members. We can't say, and yes, and I say it, sir, because he's the leader. I don't know. If you disagree, you just stop them. No, you can't do this. So I send your mind instruction away, and then he was picked up. No, the same instruction could tell them, say, work with decorum, work with dignity. You can't use Rambo side, this type of maybe a democracy. So what I say, until we all agree, the man is a perfect gentleman, the man is tolerant. But I disagree on Prince saying, say, onim ebia, onim moshe.
No, I never said that.
So what I say, in terms of, okay, say, because of their leader is very,
no, I mean, they should
tolerant.
depict the character
fantastic.
of the leader.
That's what I'm saying.
The
leader, no, any okay.
But on Ukraine, strategy is on investigation.
Mother serpent of corruption.
Mother one acre.
Time my time do I say,
just
to say,
or your war premier corruption.
Because he feels say, my time do felt say he was behind.
But he was.
We can't.
Even another one behind all that, then somebody can simply say Mahama is behind all.
Oh no.
You get the point.
See, that is not. As for Akufo-Addo's one, it was not an arrest. Akufo-Addo never hear Martina Medu, the special prosecutor.
Yeah.
And now,
Prince, let's
no. You are bringing
to say.
No,
leader behind something.
And yet to be special mother separate of corruption.
Yes.
I mean, he's an NDC man. We know that.
Yeah, he's an NDC man, but he's an NDC man who found favor with Akufo-Addo because he hated Mahama. As my enemy, and
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And he's one of the biggest mistakes of Akufo-Addo.
No problem.
Don't go there.
That's what I'm saying. As you deviate, we are deviating. But Prince, this
no problem.
Okay. Some of my time do cancer. A lot of political friends say opponent F5. Engineer started call
today.
And to me, so me use the word they say me borrow from my time to say it could be possible say bia Rambo star na ekoso nyina no ebia na President Mahama in a way no otachi. I'm using the word ebia. So what I say same way when my time said Akufo-Addo was the man the opposition picked it up to say apa Akufo-Addo SH though in fact there was no any trial, there was no any charge.
So you want to say President Mahama is father of Rambo star arrest?
We could borrow if we to borrow Matamidu.
I agree with you. Okay, 1 square. Thank you for sticking and staying. We have done about 1 hour here in the studios of Afro City Extra, transmitted live from Bantima High Street. This is Hot in the Evening with me, Kwasi Mensah, CJ, Chidi, and our guest today is Prince Kobe Houston Nyako, aka the Virgin Prince. Today he's putting a spirited defense for his party and his government. I will do same if I were in his shoe because he's 1 against about 3. It's not against as if say waging how we.
Oh no. I think we are
he's a proponent and we are all opponents in one way or the other. because we are hosting him.
Are we going to talk? Some interchange.
Of course, we have some.
yes.
Okay.
My producer hasn't given any signal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today you are giving us some vibes.
Oh,
And I think so most of the time can be given to him to vibe, and then
To vibe.
if you have anything, we'll just
Yeah.
Okay.
Kofi for some cancer rest no. I'm here to assess no. And try.
I think that we could do better.
House
Yeah.
invasion part.
I think that we could do better. I think
that.
that me and Americano security for no mention nipa na or your commander in
Hold
chief.
on, come me be say. Me
Aha.
hawk a credit there. Me no nya adwen. Unim. Mami 1 minute.
No problem.
I never fully understood President Mahama in his first term when Oye man ko foke card on pepano.
That's true.
I never liked
A
that.
co against here, Papa.
Because I was like, me say bi nyobia, but na me kira de ne ade ade say me twam na wosre. Me school ni wosre mbuza sa dan. Na se nya hwe a me na wosre.
Yeah.
Eno sa no betuma kira obibi kakra.
Yeah.
Because why? You don't have to encourage children to be jeering at adults and without giving explanation.
That's true.
Chidi bibi, so make sure say we emperor.
Oh, that man emperor.
I mean, make Chidi.
Say
I so make sure say we emperor.
me emperor. We grana ya ba ya no. We born in some be man come born to. Oh no. Go back to Kobiabia or Tina. Oh no. I had a problem with that. I also have a problem when people say because the president is gentle and yeah, he is. Maybe he and Kofo may be the gentlest and of course President Mills, maybe the gentlest among all that we have had in the Fourth Republic. But young to me, say the president is gentle, so Obi Esheda A DNA Mohon Sema Bontia, Yentritino with kiss claff. A honor we may be sending a very bad president.
I think I agree with you.
Say, oh Babonti. I agree with the last part. Say, oh Babonti. Say, if you have crana, maybe anti Yent na CJ myself Chidi enter ham obi metra no I can't
in the name of
we are bokro no we are confo obi na abra only basis me a worker say enomra ni diwa yen ka say oh president Yekunti no yesrewa na nra ka say obi akudi obi na bra na be kiremu abra se beto na obi a ye do ba na be kiremu yes emra ne kan eno dey agree with mami tokunu the law is the law obi wo ho a ye kina with bluff. So be the boni be now kochina. I saw the check them. I saw handcuff because of what he has done. And Kasa president to hand company. Yeah, man, in fan sanction. What you know, I know who are we going to blame? A honor me part in the kakra SABD. But you can wait. Tomorrow is going to court.
Yeah.
If say Kufu for some cancer, and to me, we say BBC Air Course Parliament and not Air Course, sorry, Secretariat me. I will not take him serious for the rest of the year until he puts a new behavior.
So let me just 1 minute. Who say MPP for and who say for about 1 year ni omu scandal be o meka wasen. That's what creating here.
I will let you.
No. Let me just finish.
Okay.
Who say almost started here and medical plane be the cocaine be abakroma.
About a year ago.
Reverend Intil Forjo. Who say you catch so ombra. Nombe provino. And no crab be ya asem wo kroma. Ye ka say e kwa kwache no kra MPP for say ye did that.
But if you want to arrest a parliamentarian, there's a procedure.
No, don't worry. And no contender. Okwa say akwa bi susu ye fe na adenta komi. Bebe nkwa no kokai. Okoka asem bi. Yes, serious allegation bi. Ye ko pick no susu a. And no so be ya asem. No, you see.
That's some opposition.
No.
It wasn't on said now Kwasi Mensah say okay.
There's nothing wrong showing solidarity. Minimum Kwasi. It doesn't matter. So we do for assembly.
We do for crime about social.
Me support you. Me show solidarity. That's commandeering. Me pass what in me can say. And no can say me fall so why you born. But so preventing the state security
from doing
their work. Say what can be? Brabek share evidence with us. Who's it there be? Now so you do this as some now can. No correct. Who does that?
No. Now you say something.
Also now okay baby say President Mahama you disagree say the first term no allow a lot of
he did
of which I agree with.
And I
disagree.
Okay.
We are not isolated. You see we belong to global fraternity or the global world. We are seeing now the friend say there are indexes that checks on a country for freedom of speech and all that. ni nyina affect in terms of call for facility. And then we have a remedy. So who can be in terms of so who can be there are several means to remedy that.
Okay.
And then it's not just Mahama alone who suffered those kind of things. Akufo-Addo suffers the worst. If you want to practice democracy, those are part of things ABC. Nobody is trying to encourage that. You can make your point without insults.
Without lies.
What I say. And for now, the Ghanaian electorate are becoming sophisticated. Say we are able to read between the lines and know what is fact.
Okay,
what is not fact,
just to
what is
provide
insult.
some details about, let me just, so following the arrest of Kofi Owusu Nkansah, he gave the investigators a chat on his phone with someone. The investigators decided to detain him in order to conduct a search in his home and in an order that he won't obstruct the investigation. The following items were found in his home. 5 scholarship award letters and 1 no objection letter of Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, GSS letterhead, signed by a former registrar, Dr. Kingsley Ajimai, addressed to various universities in the UK. 4 affidavit with financial support with dependent form from University of Memphis, USA, endorsed by the former Deputy Director of Administration, Joseph Essa, GSS. 4 bond forms from Ghana's Scholarship Secretariat, amendment of scholarship letter from Michael Nkansah. So these are all items who fee.
That justify why they had to go there.
They had to go and ransack his house because some conversation be on you be having a phone so. So I told be I say anything on America say one I don't buy.
Oh, I think clearly
this was published by government spokesperson or omonim a story.
Yeah, Prince, wait, it doesn't indict him. Way rather makes his point even better.
That is
yes, also the make also initially no can say one more.
No, remember we are MPP for.
It doesn't matter.
Oh no, go for where MPP for.
It doesn't matter.
But
so
on can one can the MPP for. Or say administration way e buy any ton scholarship, approach scholarship.
They was no name I go no some of them are more than 1 year.
Yes.
What maybe I could do?
Oh, maybe I could do. It is a yes, I'm on the fear.
We are going to court tomorrow.
No problem.
Let's go to court. Let's see the evidence tender before.
Let's see what happens.
So let's defend here. Of course.
No problem. I think that I agree with you.
Very well. We have some few minutes to get out of the studio. The conversation is already heated, and I'm sure say why would you know and that's all here will become feeding us either on Facebook, TikTok, and I say YouTube. Now, part also concern go MIA. We remember na ya bekan e de amawo. Mr. Atenie no aya no atobo. Bia na ye kan. Ebre beba ibenya president ni system bia. Wa obedi atem keke sukura de betima bechew. And say some hwe na modeba.
Agozi, I disagree. What say ugly noises are better than culture of silence. I tell you, there's a remedy for that. Odi matem, o see me friend say me tiswan, me tine swan so.
About you say
fita enye fita do be court. Ma kope kwens kakra. Ye mo bia nkasa.
Very well. But the case is what this one. My society is so much na yede. See ano me hwe there be na ka standing. Swami Ntachi.
He wanted to talk about
Mr. Government spokesperson and you being part of Ashanti Region NDC communicators. Ebia be was some info be yeni. The next year, I who say watching some radio stations are hosting some former appointees of the Akufo-Addo government.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, Swami, former DC, no,
Maxwell.
MC is going to Kesmin in the morning.
Oh, okay.
I don't know exactly what he's going to say, but I'm sure say Swami interchange, may play some role there.
Okay.
Yeah. What is the latest update on that?
So the latest update is that government take you over. My road minister call around every part of the country, 16 regions, to take inventory of all routes are one near under construction, near under construction, abandoned site, any acquire a year or mine. Say policy be say yeah, the big push ba.
Yeah.
So we must know which roads that we need the big push on.
Yeah.
Because any road be on a big push. Aha, iti swame interchange so ebemu. Na swame interchange si ania me one say na ye 4th year according to MPP4. Any documents are here,
drawings, paperworks,
4th year interchange.
That's a quiet twas of
4
bridge in it.
The name say can I see dear can who's a British forward different county and America for so well, but whatever it is,
yeah, British dear.
It decided say 4 no. In fact, from the word go, there was no money for the project.
You try who's account to
ni ametimi catch on say omo call parliament. Okay, omo call parliament. G loan be to mu about 156 million euro.
Timeline.
It's 154.
Okay.
Timeline.
So mo de be year
Akufo-Addo time.
Okay. So mo de be year sa interchange. Omo boss sika so amba. Ni nyina because of domestic DDP. Omo year both domestic and foreign.
Yeah.
Ni na ye ka about Cocoa syndicated there no. And almost a war one no call African bank. Some call $750 million. And no the omu nyai. And omu ye say ombe chem. Omu di bibe ye Kwasi Amasaman road no.
Yeah.
No mu di kaya no swabe ye swami. Unfortunately, Amasaman there no kwa omu ntimi afesika na nye.
Adentia.
Minim
AMPP4.
So the sense omo ntimi amfa nye ebi so amba swami. The contractor had no money.
It is why the MPP4 have Sophie grab more from.
No, it was just who say almost for some money loan. It's a contractor can mobilize and go to site.
Yeah,
because when him say loan, he can withdraw the loan.
Financial security.
Aha, but yet declare say we are bankrupt and we don't have money to pay our debt and so on. The person who was giving us the money said, "No, I can see you to be broke." And I come and give you loan again. It's only a sabi you own him nyansa.
Yeah.
And a bayesa.
Yeah.
Entina project no story. But ye campoa MPP4 promise Asante region. 5 interchanges.
0 grammar.
Swami
Angloga Junction. It's a
Santasi
runabout. Ni na ba kukromo ntimi anye.
And here have you.
Yeah. That's about it
was even captured in the 2018.
All the budget na wom.
Let me crack town rules. Town rules.
When we history know of the project.
Yeah.
So you got to the time the contractor had to abandon the road or the project because he was not able to draw the money. And as you see, Abanfu for no na share boss of a yes project.
Yeah,
and can a budget crown. But Anya Shekra na Ashanti region.
They gave you the second largest.
Apart from that, even at the time they were not giving us even votes, we're doing things for them.
They have always been giving you votes.
I'm saying that yes, but at the time that they were not even giving us votes, appreciable vote. We're doing things for them.
Of course, yeah.
The biggest investment in Ashanti region is the KJT market. $297 million. That's the biggest investment. The biggest market in West Africa is in the Ashanti region.
I see.
We built it. John Mahama built that market.
But was there a maintenance plan?
Oh, that's why we can go there, my brother. You see a market we are maintaining a giant. Oh, it's Ashanti region. No matter what they do, some buy a vote, some buy a vote.
You do your best. You do your best.
Yentisa Akufo-Addo voter region. I say mo to Abama. Now so me president in Amabaha. The biggest hospital in Ashanti region right now in Kayewie Afare military hospital. 600 bed military hospital. Akufo-Addo dey obeka na asem na ye mpon. Iti ni nyina awie no na yesi o road no ye redesign the road. Ni enti as some runabout hon e difficult ne say most of the cars are called north nyina no e ho nefa.
And they free north over.
Near free north ba. Obia. It is say aban say instead of 40 no make us be ya me bubu dan bebre I incur a lot of what do you call it SME compensations. Compensation kwa about 100 million Ghana cedi etimi ye kwan foforo enti ne ameye nie me beyi kwan bi afa bankra ekro bi wo wa ye frɛ no atia junction meyi kwan afa ho akopie dwabe akopia besi offenso
as a twamampon no
madu twamampon no na akopie offenso me ama big trucks no afa ho sa road no so ye be no concrete road papa ni bi because yenim say sa kwa no big trucks no kwa na be fa so enti ye ma wo big truck no kwa be fa Kumasi kurom in fact un do eji so enti instead of enti ni enti ye for we no eno ani truck be ya nka trucks no benya baby afa no ene se mo mo fa dia ene ye fa nye 3 no betimi am make sure say sa traffic situation e won kurom ga na lesson abafom enu ani
pacho na tracks na fa na hwan mo tracks
mostly tracks north ni Burkina Faso
to Burkina for tracks I don't need to go just can fi Burkina for no say the kwan mo no ma fa
I didn't na wo kra wo yi roto akofa do nkrofo ya na yiri rotos ye roto
no mutua
no mutua na mutua
I make us say in this situation now person your concrete road I see aban no ni scan o na di o ka fa so kese a o fa tek o na say you could have bet my jiska ke say from more
no problem
no na fa mo kwan
when omkoyi niama wo port a omutue sika wo de nsa wo ye road wie wo wie a fato tutu aje osika enye se wo ko jisika wo Ibrahim Tware wo se wo de be ye wo kwan
ba menyina no ye nkrofo ko fa ye made ne gini ba no a mutu so fa kwan so jo jisika wo no monye kwan no mai
It's because of that it aban say my redesigning way because my heavy duties no more back 2 or 3 tier me 3 mamwa it me cover traffic situation and traffic enya de be back room
but your pause there I'm coming to you again. What is your problem with SAR 3 based on explanations you tia why would the Sensobuachi lead the Ashanti caucus of MPP MPs and say chinchinachi so be buan krade no onye buan krade no ye 40 and my 40 and ye de ankasa ye gide na
Kwasi so am interchange semantics na minister a play
current one
current
okay 2
tier 3 tier in fact he meant say me tier in interview he was clear
with the 2
say for now no sikeni ho enti obey 2 we 2 now then they will continue.
He was using English.
Yes, I think say he was drawn to attention say road enye dan ya wo see you now why wako flow first level wako term na dey year time wako so he changed more may use semantics to say because of British way of saying say I don't believe in that. Road is not a story building. Roads, if you say 2 tiers, 2 tiers. If you say 3 tier, 4 tier, it's
what do you mean you 2 next you 2?
No. A road won't mean it will even cost you much more. Because so yeah, when you start the foundation for 4 tier, it will cost you and then any fatwa so the money involved, to do a 2 tier as from pillars from ground will not be the same as doing 4 tier. So when you say we see story building a twice tour, we're not going to use the same reinforcement iron rods to do pillars. What I said, because we wouldn't say we see 2. But if you know you are building 4 or 5, you are going to use a lot of different of iron rods and then different quantities in terms of where to place pillars and all that. Again, coming back to the minister, say because of Omoye road from and all that. Let me tell you, go far back in era John Ajukunku for time when they were doing the Sawen bypass. They were going to do similar at Konongo. So what I said, now was Konongo road, a total town, but Ban Radio at that time was from that area, and then because of that, the influence said Bema Krona Tiaja. So Omobaye Konongo town roads in our roads, so there won't be traffic.
They didn't.
To be able to.
They
did the roads. The roads.
They did the roads.
They have a lot of
ease the traffic.
It didn't.
Today there's still traffic.
Road minister so that they put a track there. No, and change it. It's not something.
So we
Yeah. It's not something new. And they should do the road.
They should do the 40.
You see. What people are not getting me, I have been reading a lot of comments coming from especially NDCs, not the typical NDC politician, but you see people who say almost solidarity or sympathizers of the they will tell you say how many votes did we get here? Go back to Akufo-Addo. Now Akufo-Addo any rules in the man. Why did Akufo-Addo lose the the election? Why did 2 million people not vote in Ashanti region? Because they felt said they were neglected. Where Akufo-Addo, ex-president Akufo-Addo, the second term, we are 1 year road minister, free Ashanti region. I said MPP will go to opposition because at that time, Ashanti region had a lot of issue with Omokwan.
Yeah.
So I said Akufo-Addo per se, indeed, break 8 now. The best minister I said we should come from Ashanti region roads. Indeed, when Asenso Boache Honorable was given road ministry. No? Well, you saw a lot of changes in our roads here. And no crack on munya kakrano. And kadeba umenya west. I am telling you, to be west because they were angry. Say Omokwan, why giving you all these votes? Why are we not getting better friends? I'm telling people, say NDC should learn from Akufo-Addo mistake and consolidate votes. No munya wahano. Let me tell you, NDC got 970,000 plus of votes from Ashanti.
They were aiming 1 million.
About 113,000 votes higher than what they got in voter region. That's like the votes, a council vote from Ahafo. 113,000 different votes. Voter region, NDC got about 584,000. NDC got 979,000, nearly 800,000 votes in Ashanti region. They should learn from this and consolidate because people in Ashanti right now don't care about the Rawlings's era. Say, it's dead and gone. So now they should do this road and consolidate their gain here. And I'm telling you, MPP will be dreaming. Say we have 2 million, we have 2 million. Those 2 million will turn out to be NDC.
Yeah.
Because in Ashanti region, what they lack is road.
Yeah.
And what they want is road.
Yeah.
So what I say, I believe, say, Minister, now who can say 2-tier, 4-tier semantics of say British say this, I disagree. We're just story about the road. And everywhere, if you say 40, everybody nobody's saying so. Or no, say that one is big push. So you had big push in mind. So before you review this to cut the 1 tier from it. Again, he's making claims say there are a lot of buildings that are going to be affected. I'm telling you, I disagree on that. I disagree on that. Look, right now, go to Swami. Almost all the shops are clear. Okay, you're clear on that. So there's no much here.
That's all the audience said. Audio Pabrosan.
Yeah. Me say if NDC do this road, it's going to rather boost their gains here to consolidate it. I'm telling you, say in come 2028 election, it's going to be massive. They bet taking MPP by surprise with their 2 million claims. Say there were 2 million voters because those people might be floating voters. They felt say we wanted roads, our roads were not done, and those people were not. If they feel say NDC has rather done this thing for them, they would rather instead of being at home, to protest to MPP. Say they'll rather protest by voting for NDC. Say you can't take us for granted.
All right, that is the voice of CJ. Chidi, on this page, so me heard the Kobe Houston Kaya. Me mom de no kreni me din ka kan be say 2 or 3 o me be say be da ho anwene ne say ye nya kura de otumi 2 or 3 tier na kwane demo I will have no qualms. CJ seems to think differently.
Okay,
what do you say?
Any can we say e dey intina e interchange. We say then to ease what
traffic in the city.
Now me radio station na more than for me friend Abraham
Alokore.
Yes. Not a casting. I see Kumasi problem na can a rules. And I wish they hear rule kakake bia na dia mom. See gina hay. Dem person ko so fi na traffic a che wa ha. Say am dwene kwan am fa so am e den.
We drew.
So am den tia so am traffic che wa e den tia. Because cars ni bebre nya ba bi nya den. E wura ba be si krom den. Entem. Me, I agree with what the minister says saying ka enye 2 tier na ka fa dia aka no. Enye yes akwan na wura no. At least say me to me carefree mantima ha na me kwa Sofia na me do junction na me na traffic room na me de mani kire so am kwan no so na me ma betimi abepi atafo ho no ewure ma ko hwim enu na hia mi o na interchange kakraka yes abeba kroma efe but at the end of the day no yesi wonu mwe na sesa kwan na ewure mu no
enso amedem
ene
ebeye
ene se esi wonu kwa
white elephant
enti ade na nka betimi atisu 2 ana 1 kwa afiri wo nam de aye sa ade no na esi nye obia kwa na kono ko bu onu kwa interchange ko mfa so da because ekwan ewure mu betimi dia copy also udu ado atokoko so onu ma ekwan bi dam du timi copy ebu akwa onu kem very short enu bi na nipa na hwe o interchange ni dia opa esisi wakakra.
So what's your point?
So my point now is whether 2 or 3 yeah and then say I beg you to see what partner base so for like the any day say ba ko pekura na bit na ye kura de ye ni mfiri onu mko because if futuro na boy wo kroma no so for like Pempe college no mo school won and no kwa ka we na force omo sisan omo entrance efiri onu obi okọ Pempe college 2009 ebesi around 2017 en futuro na hwe no okofie no di tipae na yi na eko futuro gina ni tirim ebe yes a woso amede ene nka tuwa na atere mfa so woso maybe
okay so let me just respond to my brother and
what's up before now
his MPP people to the bia otie enu no MPP for including Asenso Boacho a wabaye road minister da
we have for how long just about a year
one check just giving that one check
okay now see me no MPP for na omo kasa omo nya kokuduro the audacity temerity effort
sign for
say President Mahama you have no right to redesign esa wo ye na no metie ye nua ziga ewo mo station o si President Mahama obema na ye 4
ono
na me say
o ba say the point o
no President Akufo-Addo ti so kra wo ti mi force no ma ne ye o be force NDC say o mo nye den iti MPP for say bio what do you take us for?
What's your point?
No, my point is that
complain?
No, my point
complained for 8 years.
No.
Yeah.
We complain because we had the morality to complain.
Okay.
Say kase onye hwema Ashanti region.
Yeah.
Ye wonjina so because aye bibi am Ashanti region.
But they built the Kufo emergency.
The build what? Kufo emergency. Ye ka Akufo-Addo I will say Kufo emergency.
Okay, BP yourself. Now
no, we have moved from Kufo ni mills na ye
to compare.
Wait me no ma
compare Mahama dia.
Mahama is Akufo-Addo.
Your statement was
no, making me point. Mami making me point. Why? You don't do that.
Why?
You see the expressway ba Ashanti region. Who Asensu ya na ucho letter come Mahama say expressway here. You this same Asensu.
Yeah.
What is it that all say as on pass? Oya Santini ampa. Asensu Boacho Oya Santini. No. Let me make my point. No.
He's a public official.
What I'm saying, I am asking question.
Yeah.
Is Asensu Boacho and
Asantini
Kumasiano?
Asensu and Kase on pay expressway. Say ya satibi.
Yeah.
Okay, celebrate and deplete and say
eventually what he meant was that stop the expressway.
I agree with
finish this one.
No.
Don't do this.
Don't go and do this. I'm making the point, Mr.
Please go ahead.
Eventually, you said we should stop one
exactly
and do the other one.
Continue.
The other one is the one you started at. You started late.
Asensu was in government first 4 years as
Works and housing minister.
Deputy chief of staff.
Before you became works and housing. As some about roads.
Continue.
What did I make us say? Road, yes, we are catching us a road in Anamoye na. Yeah, to us. Sa bypasses na moye wo konongo Accra road. Yeah, to us.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, expressway. Onye si so 2 hours na wo Kumasi.
3 hours.
Nanka obi ope me de minimum asante for asema mo kan say me opa dia kokotoko no ye di na bro wo de so the 20 roads na beba wo krom kura dini nyina na bompa say Awurade Mahama
virgin asante for kan asemi na isolation no sorry, forgive me. But as I phone can't say me isolation. Obo can say the pass ade akoko to enya na bro. O say say ye dey here ansa na ye dey.
Enya santi for the casa. Me dey me say santi for say. Yo pa dia fe kotoko.
Ya bona bro.
It would dey can say Mahama so be 20 lane road grab brewa. Ti ni nyina.
When you hear about Asia.
What me bonu kro no. Ukro ya usi me yenye. E na ye ndi se for catch say ye na we manifesto mu say be ye. Nia woni wo. Nia woni o president a start here no. Yeso ye guso a ye. E na ukro ya ye de ade ason sa wantimi anya de bia wo so amewo.
Wo de ye fa chene so wan bantem.
Odi wa ba na de wo so.
Debate 8 months to 1
year. How de fa chene wan bantem.
Na aban foforo aba. Say you can say redesigning na. Adomo nti ase.
Of course there will be changes.
When you came Kwasi interchange ye pesika to ho. Ye decided say be 3 interchange. Near the fourth one the town roads around the Kwasi area. Because President Mahama Adwene say kwan be fa ukrom you must benefit from it. And you say kwan highway be fa wa more town for you don't benefit. It is how share Kaswa interchange. Apart from the interchange that you see that rolling there. Na school can na inner roads can hospital. Na hospital can
And I think some theme park be also.
Yes. Said the be ya ni onu kra ni car or the be rolling on the at least or be benefiting from all those things. It's President Mahama you say Kwasi interchange you know be any 3. Not the fourth one no contractor no onye inner roads na e wo kwan no ina. E na mo buy e na mo decide say mo be redesign. From the same money I get to home no. E na mo ye the 4th year. Obi a complain.
O ma nye kokos meeting.
Ya nye kokos meeting. Ya nye press what is this? MPP 40 say what when you bomb when you went to me anya de no who say now who person we in 4 et say nya wo girlfriend and say wo yiri who a want me mbo akohoma be ma foforo abeba Usa na mwechi say o me kura na me nya wa nka be ma 500 million wo kura 50 Ghana kura went to me ma obai
I think your point.
It's me be say me catch MPP before say yes sremo.
Yeah.
Sa de na mo ye no yes say.
If I didn't go home.
Yes. Sa de na mo ye no yes say. You be ye ne 3. The camera ni here. Thank you. Camera look at me. Sa de na mo ye no yes ye be ye ne 3.
Ni de kan.
Oh no ye be ye ne 3. Ni de kan no akoye major say ne be ye sa big tracks na omo say ye akwan no. Omo kura de omo be Kumasi biom. Omo be fast akwan no. You be no concrete road because that big cars no will load.
Prince no. Saka is in a bani drum aga junction. Na mo amugina wo se mo yemu hihye
mo.
Etifa so da.
Ekudi penyina.
Saka is ya.
Yes. What you say wo kwakwa.
It be semo. Ye bomba ya ma President Mahama. No nya de pama Santeman. Because President Mahama o pa Santeman asem. It so be dia de brewa me sre wa santo bachi. Sa we asantini ba pa. Me catch on ne nia wo ye di asem hu yie asa wo din asenso boache no ya yesa asa wo nya santini ba be sa wo ya santini ba papa dia ene me catch o baby a otumfo anka bu o se ni opa dia abai kotoko no ye ndi na bro the President Mahama e pa di pa bre kotoko o se nia momo ka asa bu ba ye the 4 no o sremo o be ye the 3 no di nkaya na ye aye bibifu fro se ne be ya e kwa na ye kama na mami wie we when him say apart from South interchange, be run about to Santasi. And also then I'm ye. Ebe drew 4 months to election. And I'm go G road.
What's be run about?
Yes, be run about.
You be run about to you was
how the mami catch you to Santasi about. Contractors is say see am catch you all year. Your man is 6 months. Your catch say so pay contract wo President Mahama be mu dia. And your 6 months no 5 year. Sika na ope sika wo ho. Ya sama another contractor from Asukwa interchange you know so ye bie sa kwan no mu aye double road abesi Ahunju roundabout from Ahunju roundabout to Santasi roundabout
they are there
right they are there working sa Kochi kwan na ekọ anwa kwanta no so contractor e ba so
they are there
it is sremo asantiman
enu efiri aha be kwa roundabout
to niama ye wo krom ha no mamu fa mu reggae fan say ye ku sutura ye sremo Mumbu wa ye de ebu ye ho.
Thank you. I don't know how much time we have, but I think in the next 10 minutes or so, we are going to have 2 minutes each to have a bite about NDC, Baba Jamal, and where they are now. Now, what hand you finger?
No problem, Rebecca.
Say and touch on that subject.
Yeah, I
No.
don't think
Yes. So please, Chidi, let me start with you. What is really happening with NDC and Baba Jamal? Now, the update is that tomorrow, Baba can, but the NDC will present Baba. Yeah, to find this thing. Now, what do you say? What is saying? Now, the
I was shocked when Omode letter by say investigate majority caucus said they should nullify the election. Musa said na NDC mo constitution say you can nullify an election and on organize election October. The only institution that can nullify election unless you go to court. And the
not
court
even the EC itself.
The EC can never nullify an election unless you go to court. Then the court will say, okay, based on the findings or the exhibit that you've presented to your court, because of nullified, that's the only place election can be nullified. Just say because it is your party election, doesn't mean say you have the right to nullify it.
So Fifi Kote didn't know what he was talking about. The MPs in parliament.
The MPs in parliament
and didn't know.
Said the party should nullify. Do they owe elections in Ghana?
Mm-hmm.
Do your party conduct elections in Ghana? Why do they go to EC say you should come and
organize
that election for you? Yeah, there's so people who can organize an election, and it's the court that can quash an election. Why do you go to court for petitions? Say, Ebia, ye tuaba. I didn't know call Pandai, call High Court. I call Supreme Court say election it immediately.
I don't know, Cocos Nanka
say
you have a case.
You see, and the people there, no, majority caucus, no. What's yes, what don't say, Unyaswa, and Kayanerin.
And then I can help.
Also, people are watching you. And definitely, no, most are busy from some pay. Then too much and then I'm not for the many bedding, a beshow. Because Baba Jamana and a Modi Bian no. Or Femako. Maybe your chin no copebia, unto one city movie, unto be also sorry. Or my twaman by Moon. The next question I Musa say, he said, Baba Jamana Muyen, he said, about Parliament, and meet me in a Jumana. Mamma since I say, now election, we should nullify it and meet me in the nursery. But no, but a crown, my new winning team. Na bibia na mbeka obedi machi say yeah. Then na work.
Okay. CJ.
Okay, what I was saying is you see so kona so eja ato bia what you say more. For num. I already find a beno for num. The didn't na make sa because so hwe kwan a voter party to MPP a didn't because of say delegate wakoya money TV wakoya money 3,000 yakwa money 7,000 so why should I go queue and vote for you
for free for nothing
and I want to vote for you and I think say my so normal enyeso
okay
Baba Jamal is not a victim he's not what happened there at Ayawaso was not necessary and Newcastle case
and
because especially Omunim said the reason MPP lost this election so bad was partly due to vote buying and all those allegations. Now, you say a delegate we are 5,000, we are 7,000, we are free. So you should learn from that. And on a glare public friend say, then you see people holding TV. You can give them money. What? It's nothing. Because how much is it? How much is that? To give them television. What is it?
5,000, 7,000, 8,000 cash.
And I'm telling you, it's not going away anytime soon. It must die out right now. It will die out naturally. But come 2028 election, it's going to come out to say.
The proper promise having here cool.
What I say, and we know it's a way for them to. It's a wake up call. If they let this friend say go a slide just like that, it's going to be worse going forward.
That's a slide area.
You see. And then it's well, the boys in their court. If say Omunsia from what MPP did, we don't know. They are in opposition, so we don't know. Come 2020 election, 2028 election. Because after the election, what is will be making allegation for vote buying? No one made the allegation. Look at what happened in 2023. And then the showdown saga. Did we hear some on this election? It means they have learned from 2020. So I say, what I will tell NDC is say, was said they should learn from what MPP did na wo kɔ baby yesi baby obi anante ahwe no ye fa America enye de entwam wo na wo kɔ no obi nsu ato obi eja ato obi abɔdwese mu a fa abɔdwese enum they should learn from what MPP did na dem co position now I'm cut from at least this should be it ebi CB
good one so tiba
okay binia family
okay so this delegate system we will live with it for a very long time. Even so, say all the members of a party should register and vote for and elect leaders. Then I'll say, oh, this one is not in good standing. What are you doing? You are eliminating some people. So, who are the people who brought the delegate system? The Greeks, when they started introducing democracy.
Yeah.
Nanka first, no one does. Until all of them will gather at a place.
Yeah.
And discuss.
I'm gonna do the term conclave.
Yeah. And discuss. Because no one does untino. Omo nyina timi hia wo baby faako. But omo does no, all of them cannot meet. So they must elect people to do those things for them. And no na parliamentary delegate system they buy.
Yeah.
So you got to a time who then elects those people. Yeah, elect you. There must be delegates. But unfortunately, I say poverty so can and which so can.
And on factor.
Abroche kwa omutua but omu regulate. They do it for the party. They raise money through that for the party. But but me can you say MPP should be the last person. Maybe I can also more. This
is not an issue that you should.
No, don't worry. Let me just. Mona mo ye buffet.
Okay, so Kennedy Coco.
No. But just to remind you, buffet.
Kennedy Coco.
So no put the bet. Me can say. Near question no say I'm sure yeah. So we need to count me running for position in this country. It's not fair.
And even some of your party faithful
yes.
are complaining about the quality in parliament.
Yes, it is not fair. Oh, as for the quality, okay, no problem. But it's not fair to everybody. What it means is that if you don't have deep pockets, what it means standing election in this country. And and yet, Momo for say politicians even if you want to become Presby moderator, Bishop of Methodist, even to become a student president, student politics, and no you na credit so to iska. So to iska. Iti akoye say sika apemieti every aspect of our lives. Even with girlfriend cry or
I find out what's the president of
girl cry be pe year. This is sika. It is sika na dear baby ye di rano yan hwe year. Can deal like betimi determine who becomes our president in this country.
You mean
this bill I refer to about allowing friends dual citizens. I'm not saying it's not
very dangerous.
No, and no.
Said they can cocaine as me.
Oh,
Obi Kotra. Say a lot of.
No,
someone just come in and or the Nisika.
And you no be na to Chama Kukufu.
Yeah.
Bantama.
Yeah.
O Chama Boaji may so rest in peace. O buy so no aye burger. Oba. Ono so the TV niama buy o check cars nyina wo kroma. Eno de me nua refi o Bantama bet ni refi one kind.
No, I remember say o check car but I wasn't to an individual. It sounds like we didn't talk about the motorbikes similar.
No problem.
It was given to the party officers. It was given to the party officers.
Me die ni esi no egu ye party animas.
Enye party ogu Ghana animas.
No, but yeah, this for na hit here first. Egu ye animas. I think that Baba Jama should have done better. Or a seasoned politician.
As a moya na ma single on kwa.
No, I'm saying that okay, mami omu nyina omu yes ano. But don't say as a Baba Jama de no na obia e kan wan say.
It is a president's internet.
Oh, enya about that. That's don't buy that. Don't start buying into MPP for President Tanichianka, President money position to be a high commissioner to a big country like Nigeria. Good argument.
But President Juan Cheno will
No. You see, President is protecting his legacy. Unim sanka pape musa unim so obabe contest. The best thing is to catch a president is a president.
Was it that?
May that say. My imagine say me person be contest parliamentary. It's with the family powerful. That's what you should have done. It is a 1 year, not president no. Eric Oliwa, 1 year body.
But the presidency too delayed because once he made his intention.
No, whatever. Yes, I agree. Whatever it is, president na ati. But me, I make calculate see and say, yes, say you no more. Person me bisa me say parliament what is there?
Another question, you know.
Who say or say to me boom mu kakra.
Yeah.
Or can say me or say dem kura na wo you are ready to spend millions of Ghana cedi to go there. You were the high commissioner to Nigeria. Not any country.
Your excellency.
Nigeria.
You say your excellency for life was ambassador.
Yes,
for life.
Honorable graduate, we give you.
Yes. In fact, Speaker Babi Press honorable. Can you say for Wabon?
Yeah.
We must
be in the house.
Yeah, he's in the house. You're only honorable in the house.
And then former Chief Justice also made
some. Me some salary, so you're almost like deputy minister salary or something. And you have other opportunities. So it's then crying our parliament. But whatever it is, you share who you say, and I'm happy the party. You see, but meanwhile, so when one party no, NDC party na ya idea. Assembly see ya look at how we acted.
You're prompt on that.
Issue letter.
Mama Ghana for crash me say.
I who say
what disappointing.
No. You who say idea na eba be ye no. Emre bia ma ye kwan say ye be ye. Yes, I ye obetimi de yakọ court. Ebe sa koye legal issue. And I ochina ya na ye file for ade no. It any time. It is when we are 37 member committee bia. Omo nye se na ye be ya future elections no. Sa na ma ntimi si. But eye den ya ye ntimi yi sa siketua no. Free am Dr. Mahmoud Baumia otua ye. Say the friend Brother Champo otua pa Kennedy Japan can for can city for otua ye but ni nyina ko wie say san ka me ho nkyere me an ka me di obi achi say Jesus mama 700 500 say nye say aho kyere e na dwuma bi ani ho a how much is 700 how much is 500 iti na me di obi achi ato mani mo nya me nim say ni pay on sese wo parliament now so because of say we tua ni way out no. And then I will say, "Ebeye na baba Germany Parliament is wako order. Parliament here follow PIP system because there's so be ni wunya adwin ti untimi nko ho nko bu wemu ni mutia. There's a majority leader. There's a whip majority whip. Ti be bia mbe bia they will keep everybody in line. Nti unko bu ni obi ani mu ni mutia. Wako order so he knows the game. So for me, I think that we can do better. The NDC can do better. Not goodwill, now enjoy. People expect a lot from us, so we should be careful the things we do because we be a ye biano affect our legacy as NDC.
All right. Any last words? We are about leaving the studio.
My last words, I have a sense back here another argument, but I still have to make it. I disagree, say or say. Biometrics, only evidence. It's the same as our friends for ring cancer for school. Only evidence we have about biometrics. Also biometrics.
The delegates themselves delegates. One who delegates almost say almost try.
Last words are
engineer Kwabena.
Your last words.
Oh, my last words is that I'm happy. For your invite. I have enjoyed the show. You know, as it's interactive.
Yeah, very.
I would love to be here anytime you call. Meda ashefo nyina si. Ye ka sembina hawa fache anofon brejo. Ti nyameka ne say NDC die aha mami nkai we. NDC ye registration.
Okay.
Starting nra. Up to the end of 30th of March. You register Crawford. Wow, person NDC one ya corner the most attractive political party on the African continent. You one ya corner so be a person or dom your party. It mean you are hey, obet me about dom your party. You better register free.
Party.
You better register free. It means slow. Yeah, Honorable Isham Alasan.
Yeah.
On the regional organizer. On also a presidential staffer. Osaya incoming regional chairman.
I see.
It's also show bia say osremwa obi a opese oye party member bia no. Konako register on all at all our branch offices, constituency offices, regional offices. Ni nyina ye be register. Me ya sure so nim lawyer Safoduku.
Mhm.
Lawyer Safoduku ye NDC nipa on na communication director for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
I see.
Also a board member for National Sports Authority. On also so person ye regional secretary the ma NDC. On also say OBMP.
But now you have.
No, party that you one with the kind of people who are coming to the party, lawyers, academia. To say, look at the people. It's media ni American say, who tie me na say who share now person ye NDC ni ahwe say na ma sha atare no. Kama. Ha, camera na peke. Kama. President Mahama na di any for now. It's who person will register. Call any of our branch offices, constituency offices, na call register. Obi any obeji usika.
Okay.
Na yema party card. Na be party member of the greatest party in Africa, NDC.
Thank you. Kobe Wilson. Chidi.
Me de kaka me kan say John Jinapo on kan ko ni nche. Se dum so ho no ma o me hu.
Okay.
Ni so dia. O me hu. Ne de obi o hwe ase. Na mo ko so mo subscribe to your pages ni eyi.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, Kofi Parliament. You are watching us from Aguna Bobikuma. Thank you for tuning in. Maxwell Boating, thank you. Somebody also sent me a message says, and that CJ, was it today? CJ was the MPP rep. Because it will be on rep MPP. And this is for devil's advocate. He had to play the devil's advocate because me and Kasa mean to me, play my dear. Thank you. Efia Ketri Enin. Thank you, Nana Seko for AKDJ Nasco, and everybody that made the show a real one. And then our own Prime also sent a message say, MPP never again. I like the NDC man and how you have his back. Well, I had your back. Did I? I hope I did. Thank you, Mr. Kobe Houston, for passing through. I hope you make yourself available next time. Let's meet again on Friday on this same channel right here at Afro City Extra. Good night.